Hey everybody, how's it going? I've been getting a good amount of questions about my recording setup and my drums, so I figure instead of just typing it out, I'd make a video about it. So come on, follow me. Okay, so before I get into all the drums, I'm going to take you over to what I like to call the vibe station. And I just have two LED strips that run along the entire perimeter of the room, and I like to mess with the colors quite a bit. A couple of my favorite. I love the double purple and blue, and then even double blue is awesome too. But sometimes it actually starts to mess with your eyes a little bit. It's a little too blue. But I do like to change up the colors when I do drum covers. Sometimes I'll try to match it to the band's colors, or when we have band practice, I'll try to match it to our band's colors. Alright, so here is my drum set. It is the SJC Tour Series kit. This configuration is a 12x8 rack tom. I have a 16x16 floor tom and an 18x16 floor tom, as well as a 22x18 kick drum. These are all maple shells with a black stain on it and all gold hardware, which is one of my favorite color combinations. I also have the Tour Series snare drum. That was my first SJC drum. Again, that's 14x7 and maple as well. It's the same finish as the other shells. And then right now I also have, this is the 14x6.5 SJC Alpha Brass. And this thing is loud as hell. It's kind of the perfect metal snare drum. And then this little guy is the SJC Jam Can. It is a 10x6 mahogany side snare. So I'll take you through my cymbals real quick. I have all Saluda Mist X series cymbals all the way around, with the exception of one that's in the stack. I'll show that in just a second. But starting here, I have a 10-inch medium thin splash, 14-inch medium hi-hats, 19-inch medium crash. We'll skip the stack just for right now. This is a 21-inch medium thin crash ride. I have a 20-inch medium crash, and then a 20-inch China right over here. So with the stack, this one is actually, let's see, it is a, I believe it's a Wuhan. Yeah, there we go. It is a 12-inch Wuhan mini China, and then I have an 8-inch, probably a thin splash, stacked in there upside down. Really trashy. It doesn't sound good by itself, but mixed in with the kit, it's a really nice cutting feature. Let's see, back here, I've got, it was a 19-inch vented trash crash. I mainly use that for band practice. I just try to keep the best cymbals off, only for when I absolutely need to use them. And I've got another China here, and then let's see, got this one back here. This is the practice China. And then in my cymbal bag over here, I've got some more extra cymbals. I've got doubles of a few of them, just in case they break. Saluda has a fantastic lifetime warranty on edge cracks against their cymbals. So if I break one, I always make sure that I have a couple to hold me over until I can get that one back. Okay, now I'll go back behind the kit. Show off my drum heads. So on the Jam Can, I've got a Remo Emperor. Both my snare drums, I have the Evans ST Dry on both of those. I used to use the hydraulic heads on the snare, and they work fine, but I just found that these ST Dries have a little bit more attack, and it doesn't quite feel as chunky to play. Rocking the Clear EC2s on my toms, and then the bottoms are all going to have the Gennaro Rezo heads. Kick drum is an EMAD 2. And I'm actually, once this one goes, I'm going to be putting on an EMAD heavyweight, just because I've been punching through the first ply of these heads with these low blade beaters. Okay, so since I'm down here, I'm going to show off my pedals. These guys are the Foundation X pedals by SJC. My favorite thing about these pedals is they're incredibly smooth and incredibly responsive, but they also require a little bit of body awareness and control when trying to move them. You know, they're not the easiest thing to move. Like they're very, very, very smooth, but I've had some experience playing pedals that were almost too easy to move, and it didn't really require any control. You just kind of put your foot down and there it went. So that's definitely my favorite thing about this. I feel a lot more connected and a lot more grounded on my feet. Unfortunately, I don't believe that they're going to be making these anymore, but if you want to check them out, I do have a review on my channel as well, and I've been seeing some of them resell on eBay and Guitar Center and Reverb and places like that. So for my sticks, I've been rocking the Promark 747B. These are oak, and the thing I like most about them is the oak is super durable. I have a die-cast hoop on both of my snares, and you know, the primary genre that I need them for is like a metalcore blend, and these hold up to the rim shots incredibly well. I put a little bit of hockey tape on the end of them actually, or just kind of standard athletic tape would work well. This is one of the problems I've been having is when I'm going to ride on one of my crash cymbals, the stick tends to slide up my hand. So I've caught myself sometimes like literally holding the stick like this while trying to play, which over time was starting to hurt my thumb a lot. So I was really having to clamp down tightly on that stick. Okay, so spinning around directly behind me, just kind of wanted to show off my decorations that I have up here. SJC head that came with the kit. Those 3 are the Eric and Proda signature heads. I've got one signed by my buddy Josh Manuel from Issues. I got my SJC flag. Let's see, on my sticks, got a couple Josh Dunn sticks, Neil Peart sticks, Neil Peart poster, because I gotta have the professor watching over me, giving his nod of approval or disapproval. That's fine too. I understand. Show off some of my recording gear real quick. I'll start with the microphones. Overheads. These are really cheap overheads made by CAD. Yeah, CM217 I think that is. They're just really cheap pencil condensers, but I've actually got them dialed in pretty well, and I honestly have to say that they'll be good enough to hold me over for quite a bit. On the snare drum, got the old trusty SM57 snare bottom. Let's see, I've got the Sennheiser E904 on there, and I have the Sennheiser E904s on the side snare, all the toms as well. They're just really nice microphones. They pick up a lot. They're super dynamic. And then going down to the kick drum, got the old trusty Shure Beta 52. I'd say it's a pretty standard mic setup. There's nothing really too out of the ordinary. And then I've got all of the microphones running into my Focusrite Scarlett 18920 interface. And then I also have the Focusrite Octopre. I have that running into the interface as well, just for some additional stuff. I've got live guitar mic when we do band practice running into that, and I also have my side snare running into that as well. Got my webcam up there for when I do Twitch streaming. I'm trying to consistently do that like every Saturday night around 7 Eastern. So if you see this, come check it out. And then all that stuff is running into my MacBook Air. And then I have Logic running. Got a session open on there right now. And yeah, that's what I got. Just to wrap it up, I'll show you the entire room, all the band's gear and stuff like that. It's kind of funny too, we've got just like random sports memorabilia hanging around. Before we converted it into the practice space / studio, it was like our sports / game room. So it's kind of nice. We've got all of our whiteboards hung up here. This is my kind of monthly schedule of posting and doing session work and stuff like that. And all the band stuff right there. Let's see. Right, here's my cymbal graveyard. Many a broken dream has gone here. It sucks. It's depressing to look at. Yeah, more cabs. This is our bass rig, and I've got all my drum heads and stuff over here, and various tools and stuff. And let's see, actually, this is our little DIY vocal booth made out of outdoor couch cushions, but it works. Alrighty, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me on this little tour. As you can see, it's not the most incredible recording setup in the world, but I think that just goes to show that you really don't need, millions of dollars in equipment to be able to crank out decent home recordings. So I just want to give a shout out to all these companies again: SJC, Saluda. Also rocking, let's see, Spinbal on my cymbals. That's fun. The main purpose of them is actually when it's spinning, it randomizes the where you hit the cymbal, so it actually protects your cymbals a little bit, which is nice because I play really hard, as you can see by the cymbal graveyard. That sucks again, but yeah, thank you so much.